Oy, 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 oy. Alrighty. Well, my feet are already cold. They're probably going to be frozen solid by the time I'm done here. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Hi. My name is DJ, otherwise known as Demetrius Jack. Wow, wow, fancy, fancy. Very cool, very cool. Anyway, so... back at it again with another nature walkthrough philosophy lesson. Woo-wee. We'll go straight. Walking through this snow's gonna kind of suck, but it's fine. We'll deal. Deal or no deal, we will deal. So, anyway, after getting the two-part primary thesis of my intentions out with the previous couple videos, you know, feel free to go back and watch those. It was the social contract is broken and this civilization is failing. Wah, wah. So bad. Anyway, so dramatic. I know. But, you know, some things are dramatic, right? That's... Ugh. You know, that reminds me of something really stupid. When I was in college, okay, I majored in English for a while. I took quite a few, like, creative writing and poetry classes. And my poetry professor literally would tell me that my poetry is, like, too melodramatic. And I'm like, bro, what the fuck do you mean? I should not swear. That's gonna ruin my... whatever. Doesn't matter. Yeah, my poetry is too melodramatic. As if that's not literally the entire purpose of poetry, is to be melodramatic. Like, what? Whatever. Swinging bridge. Public health advisory. Avoid contact with Swan Creek, including swimming. Wow, okay. I think... trail connector. We're gonna go this way, I think. Yeah, we're gonna go this way. So, anyway, I am of the opinion that some things are, in fact, melodramatic. Some things are, in fact, quite serious. And so always being, you know, unserious and sarcastic and ironic is just, yeah, it's poisonous to most things, really. Language, culture, society at large. If you can't be serious about things, then you can't, you know, put effort into anything. You can't care about anything. Nothing matters, blah, blah, blah. Apathy, nihilism. I'll get into that at some other point, different video. But for this video, what I want to talk about is a very core, basic, sort of starting point of my perspective relating to all of these problems in the world. And that perspective is something along these lines. Literally, okay, I just like slipped a little bit on the snow there, that's fine. Literally, everyone, nowadays at least in particular, is just coping. Everyone is just coping. Everything they do is cope. And holy shit, am I sick of it. It's so awful. It is pathetic. It's ridiculous. It's miserable. And again, like I said in my previous video, or one of my previous videos, like, I don't want to be miserable, but because of the way that everyone else is living their lives, it makes it so much harder for me not to be miserable, you know? And that's, as selfish as it is, that really is kind of the crux of it, is it's like, I can't, it's impossible for me to be happy if no one else is, right? So, and you may think, well, what do you mean? Certainly people are happy, right? And some of them surely are. Okay, fair enough. But even the happy people are literally always, like 99% of the time, coping. They're just coping. There's never... I don't even know how to explain it, because like literally everyone is smoking, drinking, vaping, playing video games, scrolling social media, like just working at meaningless dead-end jobs to kill time, and like, you know, everything, like all of our entertainment and all that is, this is kind of cool bridge, is literally just like killing time, and that's it. And that's the only purpose any of it fulfills, is to kill time, right? Which is, I think, ridiculous. I think it's absurd. I think something is clearly wrong when like 99% of the time we spend is just intended to kill time, to pass the time. Like, does that not seem crazy to anyone else? Like, does that not sound completely insane to anyone? Honestly. It's like ridiculous. I don't like, and you know, for me personally, like I feel like I wasted basically the first, 25 years of my life doing basically nothing but playing video games. And it's, holy shit, am I so much worse off because of it in so many ways, But, well, I'm done with it now, I'll tell you what. Much rather be doing this, even though my feet are frozen solid. Don't worry, I'll get socks and boots and whatever, but... Anyway, yeah, I'd much rather be doing this. This is so much better, so much more important, more meaningful, more worthwhile than anything I could do on a video game, I mean, I guess, like, in some circumstances, if you're playing with friends, you're, building community, like, that can be valuable in its own right, but just playing video games for the sake of playing video games is just awful. And I'll get into that more at some other point, but like I said, this is just a sort of bigger picture core idea. Everyone is coping, right? And entertainment is a huge part of that. Substance abuse is a huge part of that. Literally, I feel like basically everyone I see that's roughly my age is fucking hitting a vape like every 5-10 minutes. It's insane. It's ridiculous. Like, I don't give a shit if it makes you feel good. Why the fuck do you need to do that constantly? It's just ridiculous. I'm sorry. It's just ridiculous. And again, frankly, I think it's fucking pathetic. It is. Like, why are you doing this? You're just coping, It's like something is wrong, life sucks, you're miserable, and yet instead of, like, trying to figure out what it is and how to fix it, you're just fucking bandaging it up with nicotine and tobacco and marijuana and alcohol, and holy fucking shit, is it everywhere all the time. Everyone's doing it. Holy shit. What the fuck, dude? It's awful. It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. And again, that's where we run back into that whole selfish aspect of it for me, is it's like, I wish I could have friends. I wish I could have a girlfriend, but like literally everyone I fucking meet is hooked on bullshit. It's again, it's like, it's pathetic. It's pathetic. Because it's like literally everyone knows that something is wrong. Everyone feels miserable. And instead of actually doing anything about it, because they feel so hopeless and purposeless and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, fair enough. But again, like, dig into that, you know? Look at it. Fucking stare into the abyss. Figure out why it's there, you know? And that's what I'm doing here. That is my purpose, right? But it frustrates me to no end to see how, like, basically everyone I ever fucking come across is just coping so hard. They're just coping so hard. It's ridiculous. And the worst part isn't even like the substance abuse or the endless time-killing entertainment. It's the blatant lies and fantasies we tell ourselves, you know? Like, I can't even think of a great example that wouldn't immediately get me, like, shunned. But it's just so much. It's so ridiculous. It's so awful, and I hate it. And frustrates me to no end. Like I said, oh, that sun is pretty nice, though. Isn't it beautiful out here? As I'm ranting and raving about all this, like, you see this beautiful scenery, absolutely gorgeous, amazing, and again, this is life. This is what, like, we're supposed to be doing, basically. Like I said in my how to play Skyrim video that no one has or will watch, because it's an hour long, understandable. We are nomads. We are supposed to be wanderers. That is what we evolved to do. And instead of that, we are all hunkered down in our bunkers of infinite time-killing entertainment and mind-altering substances and etc., etc. My feet are getting real freaking cold, though. Holy moly. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Anyway, man, that was a pretty passionate rant there, wasn't it? Sheesh. As you can tell, it bothers me a lot. Very much so, and it has for a long time. And obviously I can't force people to change, but I can at least set an example and provide some perspective to maybe get people to rethink what they're doing. Perhaps. Mayhaps. Let's walk in these tracks over here. And so again, that's what I'm doing. That's why this matters, right? Because some things matter, right? Let's bring it all the way back to the whole, oh, melodramatic, blah, 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 too serious, blah, blah, blah. Some things are, okay? Some things just are serious. Some things are melodramatic. Some things have purpose and meaning and value, and everyone in the modern world wants to say, no, 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 I'm apathy, I'm nihilism, blah, blah, blah. And that's why you're fucking just killing yourself. I mean, genuinely, like, all of these people, the vast majority of people today are just wasting time with entertainment and substances, etc., just to get through life and make it to the end without being, I don't know, chronically, like, ill, I guess. They'd rather be addicted than I don't know. I mean, I don't know. For me personally, I question whether a life like that is even worth living, you know? And that's a big part of why I've been so, depressed most of my life, is because, like, all I do is play video games, and then it's like, what is the point? What is the point? Why am I doing this? Why am I even alive if all I'm doing is this endless time-wasting entertainment? And so, for the longest time, I thought the answer was just, stop, right? Just end it. Just quit early. Alt F4, as they say. But that's not the solution. That's not the answer. It's not, because I don't want that. I don't want that, and I know most people don't want that, and that's why they're addicted to these things, because they don't want to commit Sudoku, but it's too miserable to walk through life without purpose, and so everyone is just coping. Everyone is just coping. Oh my God, it's so awful. It is just so awful. And again, like, I know it probably sounds insane to most people. I get that. But I can't hold it in any longer. I can't keep pretending. I cannot keep pretending, and I don't want to watch as everyone else continues to pretend, Like, either I need to find people specifically who are also done pretending, or I just literally can't, like, interact with people because I'm, like, so just, like, in a different plane of existence than most of them that I can't, like, what do I say? What do I do, How do I make friends with people who just want to fucking, like, do nothing, It doesn't work. It doesn't work. It's, I don't know. 18 minutes. Yeah. And once I get up to this hill, I'll stop, because I feel like this is just running in circles at this point. I think I've made my point well enough for the most part. Everyone is coping. I hate it. I wish they would stop, but I know I can't force them, so again, I'm trying to set an example and provide answers for how to do it better, because I think we can do it better. And that is a big part of what I really want to get into with these videos and this channel is, so much of it hinges on people just not caring because they feel like it doesn't matter. And I mean, like, I understand that because that's where I've been most of my life, but I really truly believe there has to be something else. There has to be something more, there has to be something better. There has to be some sort of meaning to find that makes it worth it, that makes the pain and the suffering worth it, So we don't just have to cope. We power through because we have a reason to power through, We trudge along, step by step, forward, ever forward, right? Instead of just being stagnant, stuck, sitting around, circling the drain, doing nothing for your entire life. Why? Why would you do that? It sucks, right? Like, I know it's not just me that sees this. Everyone does. Everyone knows it. They just can't be honest about it, because that ruins the illusion. You know, you can't cope. You can't continue to cope if you know that you're coping. And so I tell you, hey, guess what? You're fucking coping, bro. Stop it. Stop it. Just stop it, you know? Get a hold of yourself. Find something you care about and do it. You know? Find something that matters. Find something that has meaning, right? Anyway, it's just, it's a lot. It's a lot. I know it's a lot. And again, that's why I need to make like a million, billion, bajillion, quintillion videos about different things, because holy moly, is there so much brutal truth out there if you just open your eyes. You just open your eyes and there it is. The truth. Reality. As it is, not tainted and tinted by your rose-colored glasses and, you know, mind-altering substances and time-killing entertainment. So, yeah. I'll go over to this bench over here. My feetsies are pretty freaking cold still. Obviously, they haven't gotten warmer, but anyway, I think that's the lesson for today. Many more to come. If you want to be ranted and raved at like a lunatic, feel free to like, comment, subscribe. I plan to make a Patreon once I get that up and running, you know. Feel free to support. There's a person. So, anyway, we're gonna look over here. Oh, jeez. So, yeah. Thanks for watching if you did. Thanks for listening if you did. And, love and peace. Okay, bye-bye.